Hey guys, this is Kendra Randolph, Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, and I have a message just for you. I was just listening today to a sermon by one of my favorite pastors, Steven Furdick at Elevation Church, and it resonated so much with me that I just felt like I had to get it on video because it was such a good word to be able to share with you guys in your Plexus journey. And he was talking about having an ownership of your dream. And what I know about you is if you're listening to this, there is something inside of you that got excited when you heard about the Plexus opportunity. I know if you're like me, when you first heard about the opportunity, you really just, your why was maybe to just make an extra $100 but really, was that really your dream? There was something inside of you that you saw a vision. You saw the what if. You saw the, gosh, maybe, just maybe, this is what I have been looking for. But what I also know about most people is that they don't take ownership of that dream. And what we have to know is that our dreams will be tested, and that to make it to the next promotion, to make it to that next percentage of growth, you're going to be tested. And for a lot of you guys, maybe you haven't made the next rank. Maybe you've been stuck at a rank. Maybe you have lost customers or you've lost ambassadors. Guys, I can promise you, we've all had that happen. But the people that succeed in this business, they take ownership of their dream. And so I'm going to go over just a few of the notes that just, you know how like you're listening to something or you read something and it's like, oh my goodness, that was for me. And it was for me to share with someone else, to be able to get that word into someone. So just a few things that I wrote down that he really impacted me with his words is, are your goals more about what you want to acquire rather than what you want to become? We'll read that again. Are your goals more about what you want to acquire? This would be a promotion or maybe the next percentage. You know, maybe you want to go from 15% to 25% in commission, or it's a contest or convention points or leaders retreat points. Is it about what you're trying to acquire, or is it about what you're trying to become? Are you enjoying the journey? Are you watching yourself grow each and every day? Guys, that is a success. And so many times I feel like people have this dream with Plexus and they're so excited when they first join, they first start signing people up and they are out of the gate and running. And then maybe things don't happen quite as quickly. And they forgot that dream inside of them and that vision, and they didn't take ownership of that dream. He talked about becoming a person of substance rather than a person of stuff. Oh, that was so good. Like, how many times are we just chasing that next promotion or trying to sign that next rockstar ambassador or get that new preferred customer, and it just becomes a checkbox? It's just stuff. It's like, okay, done. But we're not really becoming a person of substance. We're not really developing those ambassadors that just joined. We're not developing that customer to make certain that they have success. We're not developing ourselves. We're kind of just going through the checkbox of life. So I loved that. And I really want to and really just breathe that into you right now. Become a person of substance. That will make you successful in this business, in life. It doesn't matter. It's going to make you successful even in your life. He also talked about people like the idea of a team or the concept of a team, but they don't really give a commitment to this concept. So a lot of times people, they like the idea of becoming a jewel ambassador and making tens of thousands of dollars a month. They like that dream. They think it's awesome. Who doesn't want to sign up for that? But the concept is there, but the commitment level is not. Guys, it is a commitment to become a silver ambassador. And it is a commitment to become a gold ambassador. So you can't just have the concept of the compensation plan, right? You look at the compensation plan and you're like, okay, I got it, check, check, check. But then you don't actually have the commitment to actually making this concept, this dream come true. He also talked about, as you are going towards the finish line, okay, you are looking towards your dream. When someone told you that you could make X amount of dollars, or you could invest in thousands of people, hundreds of people, you could do all these wonderful things. You could be walking across a stage. You could have your friends and family join you. Whatever it was, you had that dream, right? Along the way, there are going to be off-ramps where you can determine or decide if you're going to stay the course. We're going to have paths that you can take either way. You can either stay straight on the path of your vision and your dream, or you can take the off-ramp. A lot of people take the off-ramp. There's lots of actions and things that you could do to kind of derail this, take a pit stop. But along the way, the closer and closer that you get to your actual dream and achievement, there's likely going to be a lot of off-ramps. And so, meaning there's going to be lots of ways for you to make an excuse that this isn't for you, that this is too much. And it's where the devil tends to find us. It's when you're like, oh my gosh, this is too much. I can't do this. Too many people are, telling me no, or too many people are, whatever. There's so many things that people can say to you when you are on that journey and they're trying to get you to take that pit stop. But what he did say that I loved is that the joy is not actually in the destiny. It's in the pursuit of your destiny. And so many of the people that are on my team, and myself included, I tend to be more focused on the stuff, and I'm talking about myself included. I'm more focused on the stuff than I am the substance. And I'm more focused on the actual achievement than I am the actual pursuit, the journey. And so if you are listening to this and you are maybe not growing as quickly as you want to grow, or maybe you have gone backwards in points, you've lost a lot of people, you just can't get that momentum, this is for you. I want you to draw your line in the sand, and I want you to enjoy the pursuit of your destiny. Remember, take ownership of your dream. Then he went on to talk about this part. Really, I guess I really reflected on this part. This was the part that really just kind of hit me personally. Is he's talking about you have to be connected to your now to get to your next. You have to be connected to your now to get to your next. And what that basically means to me is that if you want to get to that next step in your journey, you have to be committed to the right now. What is happening in your life right now? Whether you are stagnant or momentum, or whether you are going backwards, you've got to be committed to the right now. And while you're committed to the right now and you work in whatever season you're in, you will be making your way to the next. Remember, focus on the actual journey, the pursuit, rather than always grasping at why am I not there? Why did that person quit? Why did that happen to me? Instead, focus on the now. What do you have in front of you that's good? What do you have that is a blessing to you that you can focus on? He talked about, and this kind of hit me hard too. I've been doing this for about 2.5 years, not quite 2.5. And sometimes things can become mundane. And we forget about the things that we did when we first got started. Well, for me, the mundane is what I have to focus on to continue to make the miracle happen for someone else. And so maybe the mundane for you is follow-up. Maybe the mundane for you is personal growth. Maybe the mundane for you is hosting a sip and see or an opportunity meeting. Maybe the mundane for you is making a phone call. I don't know what the mundane is for you, but if you want miracles to happen in your life, we've got to embrace the things that we actually have to do. You know, people that look at maybe, I don't know, running a marathon, they have to focus every single day on the journey, the pursuit to actually run that marathon. Guys, that marathon is for one day, but their journey to actually get to that marathon was months, if not years, in the making. And they had to commit, have ownership of that dream that they were going to cross that finish line. And they had to do the mundane things. They had to do the stretching. They had to, put their tennis shoes on and tie them right and put the outfits on. And they had to get out there in the freezing cold, the weather. They had to get out there in the rain. They had to get out there no matter what the circumstances were, because they were committed to their goal. And I know that there are so many of us as ambassadors that maybe feel like they're failing, and you're thinking about quitting, or you're thinking about, this is as good as it's going to get. I want to challenge you to start running again. If you're thinking about someone who's a marathon runner, there are times when they're running and then they maybe have to start walking because they're tired, right? When they first got started. But then what do? They start running again. And so if you're on here and you're listening, and maybe you are just feeling stuck, or maybe you are feeling like it's never going to happen for you, or maybe you've gone backwards, I want you to start running again. I want you to get excited about whatever it was when you had that aha moment of, oh my gosh, this could be it. This could be my prayers answered for myself and for my family and for your friends and your family and strangers that you don't even know your life is going to touch in your testimony. So I want to ask you right now, what is holding you back from running again? You're walking. Just pick up the pace. Just start running again. Don't let there be excuses. Don't let there be things that are holding you back. Take ownership of your dream. I want this for you. I know you want this for you. And so many of you guys have it right there in the palm of your hands, but you are feeling like it's not for you, or you're feeling like I'm working so hard and nothing is happening. Guys, you're working towards your dream. Enjoy the pursuit. Enjoy the journey. And I believe in you. And I know that you can do this, but you have to take ownership of your dream. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you at the top. Bye.